Hello everyone, I am very excited to be changing my old alarm console here on the wall, the BC51, with the second iteration of the product, and that is the BC82. Before I show you how I actually set it up, I wanted to re-emphasize some of the things about the original model. The first thing that you'll notice is that as opposed to this, which is based on a regular iPad and comes with a mount and also a special power and internet injector in the back to allow it to communicate to the internet, the BC82 is actually made in-house by Verkada. It does have a protection sticker at this point, but behind it you will find a 10-inch screen. Placing them side by side, I can actually see that they are similar in size, although the new model tends to be narrower. At this point you might be wondering, why would you use an iPad to start with? Why don't you just start with this? I mean, it looks great, and Verkada does tend to have a proven track record of designing beautiful hardware. And that is because when we're introducing a new product, we are looking at the minimum viable functions in order to get something on the market, get all the feedback, and then reiterate on it. And as we scale and this becomes more and more popular, you can imagine that it's much cheaper at scale to produce our own product. The new console will come with the same functions as the old one, giving you the ability to understand the status of each of your subsites, utilize a camera to see who punched in codes to arm or disarm it, enable you to have two-way communication with the site, and even use it as a trigger. So if somebody were to walk in front of the console, that will get sent through to the video verification and then into the emergency dispatch if the threat is valid. You even have a panic button, so at any point, if you are in distress, you can just press it and skip everything and go straight through to the emergency dispatch. The great part about the BC82 is that not only it gives you the same functions, but it also comes with a pre-built wireless hub. So if you have a small site and all the sensors are within a reachable distance, you won't actually need to purchase a hub or an associated license. This will cover the same amount of sensors. Last but not least, this also has a siren inbuilt, so it will make your life much easier because you won't need to deploy an additional one tied to a wireless output relay. Okay, I skipped over some details here, but I'm sure all of you know how to prep the area. For me, it was slightly more difficult because I had to take off the old mount and the holes themselves didn't really match. But remember that with any Verkada device, including this one, you will get a mount template that will allow you to drill holes easily. I already provisioned the alarm console, and I know that for those of you watching my videos, I might be repeating myself, but remember, try to add them to command and see if they are green and are up and running, solid blue LED on them, before installing them, right? Because there might be network issues, the device might have a bug or something, so you don't want to be in a position in which you just put this on the wall, you turn it on, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. Now you're kind of stuck and you have to backtrace your steps and figure out where the problem is. In my case, although it was solid blue, now it is flashing blue. This is quite a cool thing. Remember that as this has a wireless hub built into it, it should withstand any loss of power, whatever that's intentional or not. So at the moment I can see it is flashing blue, meaning that although it does not have access to the internet, it is still fully operational. So the console is now slotted into place. The cables are tucked in nicely, coming off just underneath it. all I need to do is use the Torx screwdriver from the install pack to secure it to the wall so nobody could just come in and take it out. And I can already see that the blue light has stopped flashing, so the console has regained internet access. And that leads me to the last point, taking the stickers out, which is something that I'm sure most of you, like myself, enjoy thoroughly. As I mentioned previously, most of the console space is made out of the 10-inch screen that has the same functionality that you are used to. Entering codes to arm and disarm, a camera that shows me who's in front of it, recording videos in case people arm or disarm the site, or when the site is armed, used as a trigger. I can see the system has flagged 4 issues. So I can click into this and I can understand that in this case, my old console is offline. So the system is warning me of that. And a couple of the sensors I have in the house are also not reachable. So I should be looking into fixing it before I actually have a problem and the system does not detect an intrusion properly.